I'm Katie. I'm 16, the youngest of 3, and I was born on June 15th, 1995. My mom is Missy Cochran. She was born on June 24th, and since her dad was in the Navy, she was born in Naples, Italy. My mom was induced into labor a little after 9 in the morning on Wednesday, June 14th. She would always tell me that she wanted to be born on the 14th so bad, but I was born 2 minutes after midnight on June 15th. I guess I was always a little stubborn. But in the end, my mom finally got her little girl and has always put up with me. Mom, you're a beautiful, amazing, strong, caring woman, and I'm so proud of you for everything you've accomplished. Happy Mother's Day.
Alright, well, my name is Ginny. My mother is Reilly Bister, and I was born on June 13th on 1995 in Uvalde, Texas. And my mother was in labor with me for only 4 hours, and that was probably because her doctor, the day before, or day after I was supposed to be born, my mother's doctor was supposed to go on vacation. Throughout the whole thing, my mother was just like, okay, you know, if you want to go on vacation, just get this baby out of me right now. So they gave her an epidural, and then they induced her, and pretty much she didn't feel anything after that. But Mom, I know you're very strong. That's probably why you're so tolerant of me now. It caused you not that much pain. But I just wanted to say you love me and support me through all of my antics, and I love you so much for that. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day.
Hi, my name is Alli, and my mom is Beverly. She's my sister. When I was born in Midland, and my sister was born in Uvalde. Well, in my life, my mom always makes me laugh. She tells me stories about when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, she put me on the leash because she said I had a problem with running off and stuff. She had to drag me everywhere. I wouldn't even walk. She'd just drag me everywhere. And also, when I was a kid, I loved to do everything myself. I wouldn't want any help from anybody. I always say I'd do it myself. But no matter how old I get, I will always need you. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
This is a song dedicated to my mom. This is her favorite song, and I just love and miss her so much.
Una palabra no dice nada y al mismo tiempo lo esconde todo, igual que el viento esconde el agua, como las flores esconde el lodo. Una mirada no dice nada y al mismo tiempo lo dice todo, como una lluvia sobre tu cara, como el viejo mapa y algún tesoro, como la lluvia sobre tu cara, o el viejo mapa y algún tesoro. Una verdad no dice nada y al mismo tiempo esconde todo, como una hoguera que no se apaga, como una piedra que nace en polvo. Si un día me faltas, no seré nada, y al mismo tiempo lo seré todo, porque en tus ojos mis alas y está la orilla donde me ahogo, porque en tus ojos están mis alas y está la orilla donde me ahogo.
Well, we both love and miss my mom very much.
My mom is Lene, a caring mom with 3 children that was raised and grew up in Tohoka, Texas. I'm McKaylee. I was born May 26, 1998 in Kansas, Manhattan. Me and my mom have some great memories that I really cherish a lot. We laugh and have so much fun together. Me and my mom also have fond moments together. Mom, I love you with all my heart, soul, and mind. I would give up anything just to be with you. You were also my hero and will always be forever and always. Mom, just remember, I will always love you no matter what. Happy Mother's Day. Love you.
I'm Reilly, and my mother is also Reilly Gwin. And I guess you could say me and my mom have kind of had a special bond ever since I was in the womb, actually. I kind of like to be up here. My head was always up here in her ribs. And when she asked the doctor what it was, he said he likes to be close to your heart. And still true today, I'm kind of a mama's boy. I'll admit it. I'm so blessed to have the mother I have. Honestly, she does everything she can to make sure she's at everything I do. She never misses a thing. I truly am blessed to have her in my life. And, well, not everything about our relationship is exactly a hallmark moment, you know. We argue, we disagree, and we constantly butt heads, but at the end of the day, one thing remains the same, and that's that I love you, Mom, and I wouldn't trade you for the world. You're a very special person to me, and I hope you have a great Mother's Day. Love you.
For any of you that know my mother, I could probably write a book about her and it still wouldn't be finished. But this entire past week I was trying to come up with words that would describe my mother, and I was trying to write poems, and you know, everything just wasn't, there was no words to describe my mother. So, I see you back there. So, I did some research and I found a monologue by Jimmy Dean called IOU. Many people look down in their wallets or their pocketbooks, and way down in the bottom, credit cards and baby pictures and so on, you usually find a little old piece of dog-eared poetry. I was cleaning out my wallet about 5 minutes ago, and I came across a whole bunch of IOUs. Some of them maybe a whole lifetime overdue. And the funny thing is, all these IOUs are owed to one person, and I kind of felt like that maybe now would be a pretty good time for an accounting. Mom, I sure hope you're listening. Sweet lady, I owe you for so many things. A lot of services, like night watchmen, for instance. Lying awake nights listening for coughs and cries and creaking floorboards, and coming in a little too late. Mom, you had the eye of an eagle and the roar of a lion, but you always had a heart as big as a house. I owe you for services like a short order cook, chef, and baker, for making sirloin out of hamburger and turkey out of tuna fish, and big old strapping boys out of leftovers. I owe you for cleaning services, the daily scrubbing of face and ears, all work done by hand, and for the frequent dusting of a small boy's pants to try to make sure that you led a spotless life, and for washing and ironing all that laundry that nobody else could ever do, for drying tears of childhood and ironing out the problems of growing up. I owe you for services like bodyguard, for protecting me from the terrors of thunderstorms and nightmares. And too many green apples. And Lord knows I owe you for medical attention, for nursing me through measles, mumps, bruises, bumps, splinters, and spring fever. Let's not forget medical advice. Important things like, if you keep scratching that, it'll never get well. And if you cross your eyes, they're going to get stuck like that. And probably the most important advice of all, boy, you be sure to wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident. And I owe you for veterinarian services, for feeding every lost dog I dragged home at the end of a rope, and for healing the pains of puppy love. And I owe you for entertainment. Entertainment that kept the household going through some pretty rough times, and for wonderful productions at Christmas, the 4th of July, birthdays, and for making make-believe come true. And you did it all on such a limited budget. I owe you for construction work, for building kites and confidence, hopes and dreams, and somehow you made them all touch the sky. And for cementing together a home so it would stand the worst kind of socks and blows, and for laying down a strong foundation to build a life on. I owe you for carrier charges, for carrying me on your books for the necessities of life that a growing boy somehow they would just have to have. Things like a pair of high-top boots, with a little pocket on the side for a jackknife. And one thing, Mom, I'll never forget. When there were 2 pieces of pie and 3 hungry people, you were always the one that decided, well, I'm not that hungry anyway. These are just a few things for which payment is long overdue. The person that I owed to worked very, very cheap. She managed by simply doing without a whole lot of things that she needed herself. My OUs add up to more than I could ever hope to repay. But you know the nicest thing about it all? That I know that she had marked the entire bill paid in full. For just 1 kiss and 4 little words. Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
My name is Kathleen Garvin, and my mom's name is Alexis Garvin, and she does not attend this church, sadly. When she first married my father, they could not have children, and she's not honestly sure how she couldn't have children. In about 6 years they tried and they couldn't, and then she had a tuboplasty, and then one of her tubes closed up the day after. And then 2 years after that they had me, and she wanted 6 children, and she only had me. I'm always thankful for my mother because she always helps me solve my problems, and she can't. She doesn't know how much I do love her because I always argue with her and I always fight with her and I always need help even when I tell her no. But I'm glad that she's still there for me, even though I'm just 1 child, not the 6 that she wanted. But Alexis Garvin, thank you for being my mom.
So this is a wrap up about my mom. I'm just kidding. Hi, my name is TJ Freese, and my mom is Melissa Freese. 15 years ago, on December 24th, 1996, I was born after a righteous 17-hour labor. Yeah. During the middle, my mom got up and told my father, you know what, I'm not doing this today, I'm done. Yeah, like you had a choice. So, 17 hours later, I was here. When I was growing up, I was always my mom's little baby boy. Not so little anymore. But I always looked at her, I always looked at her like Superwoman. She could destroy the monsters from under my bed, fix anyone's problems, clean everything with lightning speed, cook dinner for a party of 10, and still have time to tuck me in and read me a story. Now that I'm getting older, I realize that she does so much more. Last summer, I was hit by a drunk driver, and when I first saw you, your eyes were bawling, and you hugged me tight. And it was like I was young again, looking up at you to destroy the monsters from under my bed. Because those times when I'm scared and I need comfort, the person I look for is my mom. Even though I may be too big for you to tuck me in now, I don't care what happens, no matter what, I'm always your little baby boy. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, I'm Taylor Freese, and my mom is Melissa Freese, as most of you know. I was born on July 8, 1993, which is exactly 1 year and 1 day after my older brother TJ, which means that my brother was about 4 months old when my mom found out that she was pregnant again. She cried the day that test came out positive, and they were not tears of joy. But I don't hold it against her, because she's been an outstanding mom towards me ever since day one. She is the one who's always been there for me and taught me most of the things I know. Just like when I was 6 years old and I wanted to learn how to ride a bike. We were outside for at least an hour and she was patient and helpful in all the right ways, but I just wasn't catching on. She used her soothing mom tone saying, "Taylor, stop acting like your father and getting mad when I'm trying to help." And then she went inside and told me to figure it out on my own if I wanted to. 10 minutes later, I ran inside, so excited to tell my mom that I taught myself how to ride a bike, all on my own. The frustration of trying to educate a 6-year-old on something that they'd never done before was forgotten. She was elated and kept telling me, "You did it, honey, I'm so proud." To this day, every time I hear her say those 3 words, I don't know, maybe it's the 6-year-old in me, but it just makes me tear up. I know that she wants me to take pride in myself and my accomplishments, but the truth is, I've never done anything on my own. It's always been because of her. And so, Mom, I'm the one that's proud of you. You did it. You raised me, to be the woman I am today, and I know that God is so pleased with the amazing woman that you are. I love you, Mom, and thank you for teaching me how to ride a bike. Happy Mother's Day.